The status of Dwight Howard and Avery Bradley are uncertain right now, with both of them being part of Kyrie's coalition against the NBA restart. Sources close to the situation believe that Dwight Howard will play once the season resumes, but they are uncertain about Avery Bradley. With the status of their availability up in the air, here are some players the Lakers should sign if they decide not to play. Let's start off with Avery Bradley's replacement. If he decides not to play, the Lakers will most likely not sign a replacement and simply put KCP in the starting lineup like they did earlier in the season when Bradley was injured. Caruso and Dion Waiters will probably share the remaining guard minutes. But if they decide they still want another guard, the first person they should sign is Iman Shumpert. He's only 29 years old and has gained a reputation as a defender. He's not a great shooter, especially in recent years, but he shoots well enough for the defense to respect him. He was also LeBron's teammate, so that should help with the chemistry. Another option is J.R. Smith, and I know all the jokes and the memes, but he and LeBron actually have a good relationship. He can still light it up from time to time. He's not a great defender, but I think he still provides some length and has some good basketball left in him. If the Lakers do sign him, I don't expect him to play a lot of minutes, but he could provide some valuable minutes in the few he does play. And lastly, I think they should consider signing Justin Anderson. He has good size and is very athletic. He could help with their wing defense. He's currently in the G League, but I think he could provide some value deep on the bench. I know everyone's gonna say, what about Jamal Crawford? The dude is 40 years old. He's out of the league for a reason. I know y'all are still mesmerized by all his crossovers in the Drew League, but he's not right for this team. So if Dwight Howard decides not to play, it will be more crucial to sign a replacement. Dwight and JaVale McGee are the only true centers on the team. If Dwight decides not to play, that leaves only McGee. The Lakers could have Anthony Davis play center, which they have during the course of the season. The Lakers have been great with AD as their center, but he has said himself that he prefers playing power forward. So an obvious choice would be to sign DeMarcus Cousins. It makes the most sense because he's pretty much already on the team. He still practices with them in the same facility, and he's in the team group chat. Obviously, if he's all-star level Boogie, then that puts the Lakers over the top. He provides them more options offensively with his ability to play in the post, stretch the floor, and his passing ability. It's unlikely he'll return to that form, but even Boogie as a shell of himself would be extremely valuable as a backup center. Obviously, it all depends on his health. He might not be ready to play basketball yet. The next person they should consider is Kenneth, the Manimal. He can provide the rebounding and energy that Dwight provided. He's a bit undersized, but he can get the job done. And lastly, they should consider signing Jordan Bell. Pretty much for the same reason as Kenneth Faried. He's a young, athletic big who can provide the energy and hustle off the bench. We're pretty much looking for dudes that can give us the same thing Dwight was giving. Now, none of these names are very sexy. When you're this far into the season, all the good players have already been signed. And those that are left are unsigned for a reason. Ideally, Avery Bradley and Dwight Howard will remain with the team, and we can be one big happy family. But with everything going on right now, things are far from ideal. The situation is uncertain, and you can't fault them if they decide to sit out and stand up for what they believe in. Hopefully they decide to play and keep that momentum and chemistry going.